The episode starts with Reyansh coming to Aradhna's house. He taunts Aradhna. She says, I need to talk to you. Harsh asks them to talk. He says, I will get clothes for Reyansh. Reyansh goes close to Aradhna. She says, Mom and Dad will come. He asks, did you clean all the dirt? Like the clinic? Don't worry. I will think and talk. He says, you look beautiful like a cheat. She says, like a dream. You don't know to praise. He asks, are you scared? Aradhna says, I have reached here for someone for the first time. You are making me nervous. Bhakti gets coffee. Harsh asks Reyansh to change clothes. Reyansh says, I just came to take Aradhna. There is a big announcement in office. Everyone will know about the big leap in your career. Aradhna asks about their marriage. He says, I will talk about it also. Harsh says, but a storm is coming outside. He says, no storm can harm her until I am with her. They leave for office. She asks him to drive slow. He plays Kadambari's song. She says, you have gone mad. He says, I am mad in your love. Reyansh and Aradhna come to the office. He asks, is everybody here? Guys, we sell news, fast and right, but today I have become news myself. I have become a victim. I got harassed. Hush, me too. Sunana says, you can't be serious. He says, I have a proof. This girl used me for promotion. She touched me wrongly. Where shall this man go? Who will give me justice? Who? Aradhna asks, what are you doing? Sunana asks him to stop it. Aradhna asks, why are you doing this? Reyansh says, someone fight for me. She pushes him and cries. He says, look at her truth. Who will get justice for me? Someone take my complaint also. Sunana asks Vikram to take Reyansh inside. Aradhna cries. Sunana asks everyone to get to work. She asks, how can you put allegations on an innocent girl? He says, I have proof. Do you want to see? He plays the video of Aradhna and his intimacy. Aradhna is shocked. Vikram asks Reyansh to switch it off. Reyansh asks Sunana, did she see? He says, this girl took an advantage of me. She used me and touched me wrongly. Aradhna asks, why are you doing this? You said you will delete this. He says, you slapped me in this office. Right, you remember. Aradhna says, it means you did this to take revenge. How could you? Reyansh asks Sunana to take some action. He goes. Sunana says, sorry. I will talk to Reyansh. Aradhna cries. She says, I thought I will heal him. He has put cameras. He is a toxic man. Why didn't I see his truth? He ruined my life. Sunana asks, what's this? Reyansh says, this has a video. It has no copy. Destroy it. He sees Aradhna and says, you are acting here. You submit the ID card and badge. He asks Sunana to clear her salary. Aradhna says, you plan the revenge. Your smile, friendship and ring, we were going to marry, right? He says, I am not into marriage thing. I am not a big fool. I am not a project. You played wrong. He asks Sunana and Vikram to save him from Aradhna. He jokes on Aradhna. He says, whatever this girl did, punish her. He says, get out of my office and my life. Aradhna takes her stuff. Bhakti calls her. Aradhna says, I will call later. Sunana says, I am sorry. Aradhna says, I quit. I will mail my resignation. She thinks Reyansh broke my heart. Vikram gets sad. He claps for Reyansh. Reyansh asks, won't you do anything? Vikram scolds him. He says, you ruined her life. Reyansh says, no, she will fool someone else. She is cunning. Vikram says, you made a story in your heart. What did you get doing this? Aradhna is right. You planned this, but you can't do this. Tell me, What was all this? Jealousy? Ego? Are you really such disgusting? Reyansh says you think whatever you want. Vikram says you deserved everything that happened to you. Reyansh says truth is bitter, but it's good. Aradhna had gone to the hotel room with Mayank. She lied to me. Vikram asks, did you ask her? Reyansh says yes. She lied to me. I know women's nature. Vikram says you don't need anyone. Go and burn in your fire. Reyansh says I got burnt. Aradhna comes home. The guests meet her. They all clap for he.